Life is a series of decisions, both big and small, that shape our experiences, relationships, and sense of fulfillment. But what if I told you that some of the seemingly innocuous habits you engage in every day might be silently sabotaging your future? These habits don't just creep into your routine overnight. They evolve gradually, often masquerading as normal behaviors until they've taken root deep enough to derail your goals and happiness. The challenge with such habits is recognizing them early. They often don't feel like problems at first. They might even provide temporary comfort or gratification. Over time, though, their cumulative effect can be devastating, leaving you wondering how you ended up so far from where you wanted to be. Let's start with one of the most insidious habits: neglecting self-reflection. In a world that constantly demands action, chasing deadlines, meeting expectations, and keeping up appearances, it's easy to lose sight of who you are and what truly matters to you. Without self-reflection, you risk being swept away by the currents of external pressures, leaving your dreams and values behind. Self-reflection isn't about wallowing in self-criticism. It's about recalibrating your internal compass. It's the foundation for making meaningful decisions. Then, there's the habit of constantly comparing yourself to others. Social media amplifies this tenfold, offering curated snapshots of other people's lives that can make you feel inadequate, even when you're doing well. The danger lies in how this comparison erodes your confidence and skews your perspective. You start measuring your worth by someone else's highlight reel instead of your own progress. It creates a cycle of dissatisfaction, where you're never enough in your own eyes. Procrastination is another silent disruptor. It's not always about being lazy. Sometimes, it stems from fear of failure, fear of success, or fear of the unknown. But the habit of putting things off becomes a thief of time. Each delay compounds, stealing not just hours but opportunities. What makes procrastination particularly harmful is its deceptive nature. A single postponed task feels harmless until you look back and realize how much you've lost. Equally harmful is the tendency to prioritize short-term comfort over long-term growth. It's natural to seek ease and avoid discomfort, but when this becomes a habit, you end up settling for mediocrity. Growth requires discomfort. It's in the challenges, the risks, and the moments of vulnerability that we truly evolve. But when you let short-term comfort dictate your choices, you unknowingly place barriers between yourself and your potential. Let's not overlook the impact of ignoring your physical health. Poor diet, lack of exercise, and insufficient sleep might not seem urgent when you're younger, but their long-term consequences are undeniable. These habits chip away at your energy, resilience, and mental clarity. It's not about aiming for perfection but recognizing that your body is the vehicle for your ambitions. Without maintaining it, even your greatest aspirations can feel out of reach. Another habit that can derail your life is avoiding difficult conversations. Conflict is uncomfortable, and it's tempting to sweep things under the rug to maintain harmony. But unresolved issues don't disappear. They fester, straining relationships and creating underlying tension. Honest communication, even when it's hard, builds trust and fosters healthier connections. Avoiding it might seem like a quick fix, but it often leads to long-term complications. Chasing external validation is another trap that many fall into. It feels good to be acknowledged and appreciated, but when you rely on external validation to define your worth, you give others power over your happiness. This habit can lead you to make choices that don't align with your true desires, just to earn approval. Over time, you may lose touch with what genuinely fulfills you, leaving you feeling empty despite outward success. Neglecting financial discipline is a subtle yet impactful habit that can spiral out of control. It's not just about overspending but failing to plan and manage your resources wisely. Living beyond your means might bring temporary pleasures, but it often leads to stress and limited options in the future. Cultivating financial awareness isn't about deprivation. It's about creating stability and freedom to pursue what truly matters to you. Finally, there's the habit of letting fear dictate your choices. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, but when it becomes a habit, it limits your opportunities and stunts your growth. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or change, allowing it to control your decisions keeps you trapped in a cycle of what-ifs, Facing fear takes courage, but it's the only way to break free and create the life you want. These habits don't operate in isolation. They intertwine, feeding off each other in ways that can make them harder to break. For instance, procrastination and fear often go hand in hand, just as neglecting self-reflection can lead to chasing external validation. The first step to reclaiming control is awareness, understanding how these behaviors manifest in your life. Once you recognize them, you can start taking small, intentional steps toward change. Let me know if you're ready to continue, and we'll explore practical strategies to break free from these habits and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. The path to reclaiming your life and steering it toward fulfillment starts with intentionality. Recognizing detrimental habits is only the first step. The true transformation lies in replacing them with sustainable and empowering alternatives. These shifts don't happen overnight. They require patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. Let's delve into how to dismantle these habits and cultivate a mindset that fosters growth and resilience. One of the most effective ways to counteract the lack of self-reflection is to establish a regular practice of mindfulness or journaling. These practices allow you to pause, examine your thoughts and emotions, and realign with your values. Begin with small steps. Set aside 10 minutes a day to write about your experiences, what you're grateful for, or what challenges you're facing. Over time, this habit becomes a powerful tool for introspection and clarity, helping you identify patterns and adjust your course when needed. Breaking free from the comparison trap requires a conscious effort to shift your focus inward. Start by curating your environment. Reduce your exposure to sources that trigger negative comparisons, such as certain social media accounts. Instead, follow content that inspires and uplifts you. Additionally, practice gratitude. Reflect on your progress, however small, and celebrate your achievements. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what you lack to what you have, fostering a healthier self-image. Procrastination can be tackled by understanding its root cause. If fear is holding you back, confront it head-on. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Often, the worst-case scenario isn't as catastrophic as it feels in your mind. Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps and set achievable goals. Use tools like timers or accountability partners to keep yourself on track. The key is to build momentum. Each completed task reinforces your confidence and reduces the tendency to delay. Addressing the habit of prioritizing short-term comfort over long-term growth involves cultivating a mindset of delayed gratification. Visualize your future self, the person you want to become, and connect your present actions to that vision. Create a system of small rewards to stay motivated as you work through discomfort. For instance, if you're working on a challenging project, treat yourself to something enjoyable once you've made progress. This balances discipline with moments of pleasure, making the journey sustainable. Improving your physical health starts with small, consistent changes. Identify one habit to focus on at a time, whether it's drinking more water, adding vegetables to your meals, or walking for 10 minutes daily. Build on these small wins to create a healthier lifestyle. Remember, perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Celebrate each improvement, no matter how minor, as a step toward a stronger, more vibrant you. To overcome the tendency to avoid difficult conversations, practice empathy and active listening. Approach conflicts with the mindset of understanding, not winning. Use I statements to express your feelings without placing blame. For example, say, I feel hurt when, instead of you always. This shifts the focus from accusation to resolution. Over time, your willingness to engage in honest communication will strengthen your relationships and reduce underlying tensions. Freeing yourself from the need for external validation involves reconnecting with your intrinsic motivations. Ask yourself, what do I truly want, and why? Practice self-affirmation by acknowledging your strengths and accomplishments without waiting for others' approval. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage your authentic self. Over time, this shift allows you to find fulfillment in living according to your values, not others' expectations. Financial discipline can be cultivated by creating a realistic budget and tracking your spending. Use tools like apps or spreadsheets to gain visibility into your financial habits. Set aside a portion of your income for savings, even if it's a small amount at first. Having an emergency fund provides a sense of security and freedom. Additionally, educate yourself about personal finance through books, podcasts, or workshops. Financial literacy empowers you to make informed decisions and plan for the future. Facing fear and overcoming its influence requires building courage through small acts of bravery. Start with low-stakes situations and gradually tackle bigger challenges. For instance, if you fear public speaking, practice in front of friends before addressing a larger audience. Reframe failure as a learning experience rather than a setback. Each step you take outside your comfort zone strengthens your resilience and reduces fear's hold over your decisions. As you implement these strategies, you'll notice how interconnected they are. Overcoming procrastination, for example, enhances your ability to prioritize long-term growth. Developing financial discipline reduces stress, freeing up mental energy for self-reflection and creativity. Each positive change reinforces others, creating a ripple effect that transforms your life. Transformation is not a linear process. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt, but these are part of the journey. Embrace them as opportunities to learn and grow. Progress isn't measured by perfection but by persistence. The key is to keep moving forward one step at a time. Sustaining meaningful change requires consistency, adaptability, and a deep understanding of your personal motivations. While the steps you've taken so far set the foundation for transformation, maintaining and building upon these habits is what ensures long-term success. In this final part, we'll explore how to make these positive changes a permanent part of your life and create a future aligned with your values and aspirations. A crucial element in sustaining progress is developing a system of accountability. Change is easier to maintain when you're not doing it alone. Share your goals with trusted friends, family members, or mentors who can support and encourage you. Accountability doesn't have to feel like pressure. It can be a source of motivation. For instance, a friend who checks in on your progress or a mentor who offers guidance can keep you focused during challenging times. Another essential practice is periodic self-assessment. Just as businesses conduct regular performance reviews, you should evaluate your habits and progress regularly. Set aside time, monthly, quarterly, or annually, to reflect on your achievements, challenges, and areas for improvement. This practice not only keeps you aligned with your goals, but also helps you adapt to changes in your circumstances or priorities. Adapting to change is another critical skill. Life is unpredictable, and clinging rigidly to plans can lead to frustration when things don't go as expected. Instead, cultivate a mindset of flexibility. View obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow rather than insurmountable barriers. For example, if an unexpected expense disrupts your financial plans, use it as a chance to reevaluate and refine your budget. Resilience lies in your ability to adjust without losing sight of your overarching goals. To maintain momentum, celebrate your milestones, both big and small. Each time you achieve a goal, take a moment to acknowledge your progress. This doesn't mean you have to throw a party for every success, but find meaningful ways to reward yourself. Celebrations reinforce the positive emotions associated with progress, making it more likely that you'll continue striving for improvement. Building a supportive environment is also crucial for sustaining change. Surround yourself with people, activities, and resources that align with your goals. If you're trying to adopt healthier habits, join a community of like-minded individuals who share similar aspirations. If you're working on financial discipline, follow personal finance experts or groups that inspire you. A supportive environment reduces friction and makes positive habits feel natural. It's equally important to guard against complacency. Once you've made progress, it's tempting to relax and assume the changes will sustain themselves. However, without vigilance, old habits can creep back in. Stay proactive by setting new goals or revisiting areas where you can improve. Continuously challenging yourself prevents stagnation and keeps you moving forward. Another tool for sustaining change is visualization. Regularly imagine the life you're working toward. Picture how it feels, what it looks like, and the sense of fulfillment it brings. Visualization isn't just a motivational tool. It programs your subconscious to seek opportunities and take actions that align with your vision. It serves as a constant reminder of why you're making these changes and reinforces your commitment. Mindfulness plays a vital role in maintaining positive habits. By staying present, you're better equipped to recognize and address triggers that could lead to old, detrimental behaviors. For instance, if you notice yourself falling into the comparison trap, mindfulness allows you to pause, acknowledge the feeling, and redirect your focus to gratitude or self-affirmation. Practicing mindfulness strengthens your awareness and control, making it easier to stay on track. As you continue this journey, remember that setbacks are a natural part of growth. They don't define your progress, they're opportunities to reassess and recalibrate. When setbacks occur, avoid self-criticism. Instead, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can use it to improve. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about bouncing back stronger each time. Finally, never underestimate the power of purpose. Connecting your habits to a deeper sense of meaning gives you the motivation to persevere through challenges. Reflect on what truly matters to you, whether it's your relationships, personal growth, or contributions to the world. When your actions align with your purpose, they become more than just habits. They become a way of life. As you integrate these practices into your daily routine, you'll find that the changes you've made are no longer conscious efforts. They're part of who you are. This transformation doesn't just improve your life. It inspires those around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity and growth. The journey to creating a fulfilling and purposeful life is ongoing. It's not about reaching a final destination, but continually striving to be the best version of yourself. With awareness, intentionality, and resilience, you have the tools to overcome any habit that threatens to derail your potential. Your life is your masterpiece, and each choice you make adds a brushstroke to the canvas. Now, the next steps are yours to take. Armed with clarity, strategies, and a renewed sense of purpose, you're ready to create a life that reflects your highest aspirations. Remember, the power to change lies within you, and every moment is an opportunity to start anew.